Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om, I bow to the Lord Vasudeva. Joy to you, friends. I would like to read stanza 17 of the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, He alone, the unchangeable spirit, pervades all and is imperishable. Nothing can destroy his eternal reality. God created everything out of his consciousness. There isn't anything. He couldn't create this universe like a carpenter, going out and buying wood and sawing and everything. He had to bring it into existence out of his own awareness. And God, first of all, was completely unmoving, the infinite spirit. This is the natural state of spirit. But I have the thought, and this is my idea, but I think it's a worthwhile idea to share with you. People say, why did God make the universe? Why did he create us? Why did he bring this whole thing into manifestation? And my guru's guru said, leave a few questions to be answered in the infinite. But I have an answer that at least satisfies me, and that is that it is the very nature of bliss to want to expand itself, to want to express itself. When you feel bliss, you want to say so, you want to show it. And so the nature of this unmoving Satchidananda, absolute, ever-existing, ever-conscious, ever-new bliss, its own nature made it create. It's a part of the eternal show that God himself is the creator also. And so for a while he throws everything out into manifestation. And as the Bhagavad Gita said, I throw this whole thing out with the day of Brahma, which is the day of manifestation. And for a few billion years, everything goes this way. And then after a while, everything goes back into him. And creation itself is a constant repetition. Here's a doubt for you, and I don't like to throw it at you, but it's an intriguing one. If he created once, there must have been a number of times that he created. We know that there weren't. We know that this creation has gone on indefinitely forever. And yet, the intellect asks this question, not the soul, but the intellect. Well, if he's bringing them out once and then twice, there had to be a first time. Anyway, I leave you with that one to brood on, but it's not very fair of me. But the truth is that the soul knows the answer to that question. To that question, I can't give you an answer. But the nature of God is to replicate itself. This is what I at least have experienced in bliss, that it's not enough to feel blissful. I want everyone to feel blissful. It's not enough to feel joy. You want to express that joy. And so God has expressed that joy in the whole universe. As it says in the Indian scriptures, God created himself that he might enjoy himself through many. And then you see all the suffering in this world, and you see the weeping and the tragedies, and you think, joy? How can he enjoy himself through all that? He's not enjoying himself in that, except in the way that well, I enjoyed my drilling of the tooth when I withdrew my mind from it. There is a certain ability to enjoy everything when you're completely non-attached, but still, what about those poor suffering mortals? What about the poor people weeping in the pits? And yet there is this joy, at least, that he sees that after all the striving and struggling, the end for every soul is absolute fulfillment in him. This is our goal. It's our destiny. You have grieved through the pain of death, through the pain of betrayal, through the pain of sickness, through the pain of being tortured by others. How can this be joyful? Well, think of it this way. If you have a book in which nothing ever goes wrong, won't you be bored? If the book is full of tensions and difficulties and you come out of it at the end, you think, oh, that was a good story, if you come out of it. Well, the wonderful thing about this universe, and what at least you can say God enjoys himself in this, that he enjoys the ending of every life. Everybody has the destiny in the end to become a saint, to realize that he is one with God and that there is no other reality for him or for any other creature. And you have never known, I have never known, there could never be a saint who, after finding God, says, what a scam. They all say it was worth it. You know, if in any field you find unanimity, the only field in which you do find it is the spiritual. You don't find everybody wanting to be a writer. You'd like just, most writers would assume other people didn't write, then they wouldn't have competition. Nobody can be wealthy. I mean, not everybody can be wealthy. A few can, but not everyone. All the different paths that people follow to find fulfillment, there is no one who says at the end, yes, I found it. But at the end of the spiritual path, all the saints have said it was worth all the pain, all the suffering. And when they are enlightened, they remember all their lives of suffering. And they know that it was worth it. What about Christian saints? They don't talk about reincarnation. They don't talk about yoga. They don't talk about these different, deeper truths that I'm talking here, taken from the Bhagavad Gita. Does that mean they didn't experience them? You know, a friend of mine went to Padre Pio, who was a great saint in Italy in this last century. And he told him that he practiced Kriya Yoga. He did this while he was taking Padre Pio was taking his confession. He said he practiced Kriya Yoga. Padre Pio said, shh, don't talk about it, but you're doing the right thing. These saints know, but they know that they wouldn't be able to help other people if they admitted that they knew, so they keep to the dogmas of the church. But they do know. One saint, a living saint in India, somebody asked him, do you believe in reincarnation? He said, of course, but I can't talk about it. These things that I am teaching are Christian teachings. They're the teachings of truth in every religion. You cannot say, well, I'm a Christian, I don't believe these things. Truth is truth all over the universe. And some people have grasped one little corner of it. Some people have grasped another. But the truth will always be the truth. Don't let yourself be fooled by dogmas and people's opinions. Go above all by what you feel resonates with your own heart. Joy to you.